Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Yo, I'm going to have a ball with this one. Gunshots. Check it out. Young Thug's lawyer has been sentenced to 20 days in jail. He asked the judge that if the appeals court doesn't grant him bond, if he's allowed to spend those days with his client, Young Thug. Is that a ride or die or not? You rat bastards, get off my channel because this is going to get heated and you're going to get in your feelings because your panties like to get in a bunch. Let's get this party started because we're about to get this thing hyped, man. All right? Make sure you like and subscribe. Subscribe while the intro's playing. Subscribe while the intro's playing. You know what I mean? Make sure you like, share this video. This is going to be too much for the rat bastards. So sit back and enjoy the ride. This is how we going to do this. Alright, let's get it popping. You know what it is. Gunshots for the rat bastards. Alright, so this is what it is. I'm going to have a ball with this one, man. Check it out. Young Thug's lawyer, right? Young Thug's lawyer this morning was called to court at about 8:30 in the morning. He gonna break that down, but I want to give you my synopsis so y'all understand it from a hood point of view. He was called to court at 8:30. He's sitting there waiting. He don't know what's going on. He's sitting out in the courtroom hallway like, yo, what happened? They told me to come at 8:30. They had a meeting. But instead, by about 11 o'clock, he finds out that they took little Woody, the rat bastard, back in the chambers with the judge, the prosecutor, Woody's lawyer, and marshals, and they threatened this man that you're looking at 2 years in jail, you know what I mean, or till the end of this trial is over if you don't testify. Now, Mr. Woody, this is what they told him. I'm just paraphrasing. Now, Mr. Woody, we know you're a rat bastard. You're worried about what social media say. That's not going to help you, Mr. Woody, because you ran from going to jail. You're told about murders. You're told about things we didn't know. You're in a world of trouble, young man. You're scared of jail. You can't go amongst them because you know what's going to happen in the jail. So either you go out there and testify and honor your immunity and your ratting contract with the government, or spend time in jail. So, of course, he said, no, I go, Your Honor, I go. So he goes out there, and they even put him in the prison uniform. I love the way they asked him to stand up, and he stood up with the handcuffs on. Now, I'm going to play an excerpt from, Brian Steele, the attorney, bringing it in as far as what the issue is. Pay attention. I would rather explain it, but I want y'all to hear it right out of Brian Steele's mouth. All right, let's get it going.
Supposedly, in chambers, this honorable court reporter at times, honorable court at times, district attorney or district attorneys for the DA's office, as well as investigators, sheriff deputies, Mr. Copeland and his counsel met together. None of the defense team, to my knowledge, was aware that this was going on. It was told, based upon information belief, that it was told to the district attorneys that Mr. Copeland intended to plead the Fifth Amendment. Then I was told, based upon information belief, that Adrian Love, the lawyer for Mr. Copeland and this court, were together, and Ms. Love made representations that John Melnick supposedly spoke with some attorneys for the accused and wrote an email to Ms. Love, to Adrian Love, stating that Mr. Melnick does not represent the witness, and that Mr. Melnick wrote an email saying F you, and then somehow that email was CC'd to me. That never... Mr. Stewart, can I interrupt you just a second? I'm kind of disturbed because that's ex parte. All that was an ex parte conversation. How did you find out about any of that? Well, I'm disturbed too, and the reason I'm asking you a question. How did you find out about it? I'm going to answer you the question. Okay. Scuttle, if you look at SCUD.
All right, right here, so I can break it down what's going on. Right here, the lawyers get ready to quote a case called Scuttle that says that from the Georgia Supreme Court, highest court for Georgia, states that they're not allowed to have these meetings without them present, and that's considered like attorney-client privilege, who his source is that gave him the information. The judge is furious because he broke the law. Allegedly, we would say. But we know he allegedly broke the law when he called this young man in there that was still under oath. That's going to come out in Brian Steele's testimony. He was still under oath where he swore in, and the judge called him in chambers privately to allegedly threaten him that he's looking at 2 years in jail, like I reported before that was even stated, or for the length of the time and duration of the trial, being in prison for contempt of court. That's how they threatened him. Remember that. They threatened him with being in jail until after the trial, or 2 years in jail. Mr. Steele got caught with contempt of court as well. They sentenced him to 20 days, and this lawyer gets a round of applause from a gangster all day. All day, Mr. Steele. All day. Sit back, man. I'm riding. I'm enjoying this ride, man. Sit back, I'm riding. You know what I mean? Check, right? Mr. Steele told them, like I said in the beginning, right? He says we were sentenced to 20 days. He asked them that if the appeal court doesn't grant him bond, can I spend this with my defendant that I'm defending? I sit in jail with my stand-up defendant that's going through all this trial, tribulation, and railroading, hand in hand, and spend my weekends with my client. He ain't worrying about time. Oh, yeah, Your Honor, don't give me the time. This is what a man do. He's standing on man time because he know he's right. And he's not going to turn over his source that gave him the information of what happened in the judge's chamber. This is automatically going to be a mistrial. This judge feel like a clown right now. He thought that he had all of these, government officials on the side of railroading Young Thug. But somebody's close with Mr. Steele, and they gave him verbatim, and it looks like they gave him the transcripts of what went on. So they're looking at it like, whoa, you know what I mean? Who did you talk to? Who violated our code of ethics and secrecy by giving you our secrets that we're railroading your client that you paid this money to defend? And he said, I'm not telling you nothing. That's where it is coming at. Don't forget. You know what I mean? You have the right to remain silent. You know what I mean? Let me move this so y'all can see, man. You have the right to remain silent. Shut the F up. That's exactly what Brian Steele is doing, and he gets another round of applause. All right? All right, relax, man. Come on, relax. Because, I got to give the rat bastards a couple of gunshots. Because you're seeing it play out that this is how you defend someone, even if it's a client or your comrade, you defend them to the fullest. Now, the judge went in the chambers, did all this fugazi, and didn't even invite the lawyer because he wanted to threaten this dude and make sure he get on the stand because he feel that he could railroad him. But this dude, Woody, he's woken up. Woody is woken up, Too late, but Woody is woken up. And he don't want to be a rat bastard no more. You know what I mean? So now what Woody is doing is saying, nah, I'm going to throw this trial for my man because I violated the code of ethics of the street and, Young Thug and YSL and everything else by even sitting down with these people because I was scared to go to jail. So he woke up. But then the judge smacked him with a case of reality and said, your dumb ass scared to go to jail. What the hell is you sitting over there talking about, you pleading the fifth and you playing this tough guy when we know you ain't, they done raped you. Come on, Woody. You want to go to jail for 2 years, boy? Huh? You want to sit in jail till this trial is over? I can drag this trial out 2-3 years, boy, and you sit in jail till it's over. You scared to go to jail. You can't go to jail. You can't go in population because they already know that you're a rat. And Woody said, okay, I'll go out. So Woody goes out because he's trying to get out of jail. Somebody put in the comments, did Woody get out of jail yesterday? Because I'll probably air this in the morning, but I'm finishing them now. Did Woody get, what happened with Woody? You know what I mean? Did they release him after that Fugazi testimony that he should have did from the beginning because he should have never been on the stand from the beginning? But now I'm going to play the rest of Brian Steele and how it go. All the judge care about is who ratted him out. The judge want to reprimand who ratted him out and gave Mr. Steele the 411 that they was in the back violating the code of ethics and talking to the witness without the defense attorneys present, and that will throw the whole case out. But the judge ain't trying to do it because then he'll have to admit that he violated. The appeals court will throw this out. Young Thug will be coming home. A round of applause. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. This one alone, calm down, y'all. Relax, relax. This one alone is the biggest so far. Even all the, some other dude, whatever his name was, that went up there that ratted and then tried to say he wasn't ratting. These dudes don't understand that, now they got social media and they doing these trials live because Young Thug is a big figure. So, they ratting this out there for the world to see. They thought they could just rat in the corner and sign on the dotted line and bury their homeboy and then go back amongst their comrades and say, I ain't do nothing. That's my man. I would never do that. Yo, we need to find who all the witnesses that did this and that and did this and that. This is what they're allegedly thinking, you know what I mean? That they could do the fool and try and manipulate the men by letting them think they stand up. But it's too late, y'all. Once you sit down with the government, it's a wrap. This lawyer said, man, lock me up with my client to do this time. He ain't say if the appeals court don't grant me bond, if you could cut my sentence or, suspend my sentence. He said, nah, put me with my client. And the judge felt so stupid under pressure that he didn't even know that he's making this man a hero, where everybody that got the bag is going to hire Brian Steele after this. Because he said, man, let me sit down with my client in prison. How much more gangster could you get? Would you, anybody watching this that been in trouble with the law, would you like your lawyer to be able to spend 10 weekends with you? Total of 20 days. That's what this man agreed to do because he's down with the cause. Now, let's play the rest of this.
ER versus State, which is 298 Georgia, 438, it's Division 2, 782 Southeast 2D 638, 2016. Our highest court says when a court meets, because Mr. Copeland comes in, meets with the court supposedly made statements, which I assume is somewhat accurate based upon what you just said. We're entitled, Mr. Williams and every other person wrongly charged here is entitled under the Georgia Constitution to be present. That's a critical stage.
It's just like when you meet with me, and you and Mr. Adams meet with me, and others have met with me. It's also ex parte for a lot of different other reasons, but I will certainly note that for purposes of record.
Well, I'm going forward. What I was told was that Mr. Copeland said,
and you haven't answered my question yet.
I'm not going to answer that question.
You're not?
No, I will not answer that question.
Why will you not answer that question?
Because I want to make sure that what I say is accurate, and I'm not trying to...
No. I'm asking you, how did you get this information?
I'm not telling the court. What I'm saying is based upon information.
Okay, well, listen, if you don't tell me how you got this information, then you and I are going to have some problems.
We can have this. I have problems right now.
Okay, I know. Look, I don't want to know about your problems, okay, at this point in time. All I'm asking you at this point in time is, how did you...
Yo, the judge just said, I don't give a crap about your problems now. I just want to know who ratted me out. You see how serious this is? Here we go, a man fighting for his life, Young Thug, right? He's fighting for his life, and the judge is asking, how did you find out I broke the law? How did you find out I violated his Georgia constitutional rights? And he's like, it's irrelevant. Did you do it? Didn't you do it, John? Did you violate his constitutional right by having this meet when I have me present? I want to know why wasn't I present? That's all the lawyer's asking. Why wasn't I present? And he's saying, before I tell you why you wasn't present, tell me who dined me out. The judge is saying, before I tell you why I didn't allow you there and I violated the Georgia constitutional rights of this young man, Young Thug, tell me who told you. The lawyer said, I'm not no rat bastard. I'll go to jail first. And the judge said, no problem. I'll lock your white ass up too. Just like you was a trigger. Hey, you know what I mean? Let's play the rest of this, man. You know what I mean?
You come upon this information. Look, if the case gets reviewed, the record's going to be available for our appellate court and for whatever reason. But it's disturbing that...
Now, hold up. He's saying that the record would be available to the appellate court. Then why don't you give him the record now? Or that part of the record won't be in the appeal. So that's why the lawyer is making a stand to let it be known that I know what went on. You violated Georgia constitutional, laws, XYZ, J5D, and, whatever else you want to call it for you rat bastards. So I'm not even going to get into that because Brian's still going to break that down. But the judge said, just tell me who dined me out. I just want to know who dined me out. Are you okay? And the lawyer said, man, you got me screwed up, man.
Somehow you have surreptitiously gotten information in regards to the court's private ex parte conversation with the party. I mean,
Party,
yes.
a witness who was sworn in Friday, the court's telling, this is what I was told. If this is not true, not true. This court handed Mr. Copeland.
Tell me how you got the information.
Listen, whatever you want to do.
Tell me how you got the information, then we can go ahead and go forward.
Do you see this? The judge only want to know who dimed him out, man. He don't care about violating the law. He say, man, who dimed me out, man? Tell me how you got this information. All we want to know is it true or not? Did you violate the Georgia Constitution or, rights of, Young Thug? Now, y'all put in the comments, who do you think is right here? Should the lawyer have to tell him where he got the information? Or should the judge have to let him know why he wasn't privy to be in there when that's the law that the defense have to be present, or his attorney with his attorney, if they're having any meeting about the case? But they went to talk to Woody, the rat bastard, in the back to let him know, Trigger, you scared to go to jail. Stop it. Stop it. You're not this tough guy. You know what I mean? You're trying to put an image out on social media like the rest of the rat bastards, and you one of us now. So if you wanted to use the murder you told us about and everything else about, to put you down and charge with conspiracy to murder and everything else, that you told us about, you know what I mean? You keep think that you playing this internet tough guy. Your internet tough guy games is over. You've just been exposed. We pulled the panties off you, Mr. Woody. That's what they told him in the back. Now let's play the rest of this.
I'm not going to say that. What I'm going to say is this. I was told, and I hope this concerns the court.
It concerns me that you have proprietary information.
Why is it
or
proprietary?
Information that you should not be having that was ex parte.
Why?
With a party.
Why?
State of Georgia.
How about the witness? How about Mr. Copeland, who supposedly announced he's not testifying and he'll sit for 2 years, and then supposedly this honorable court, or excuse me, let me rephrase that, this court supposedly said, I can hold you until the end of this trial. Ms. Hilton supposedly said actually all of the defendants and then all 26 people are disposed of. If that's true, what this is coercion, witness intimidation, ex parte communications that we have a constitutional right to be present for. So I understand that you're upset towards me, but I don't know what I did.
Mr. Steele, I still want to know, how did you come upon this information? Who told you?
What I want to know is...
Do you hear this? All the judge want to know is who told you I screwed up so I could deal with them and fire them and lock them up and hold them in contempt of court and disrupting the trial and all the laws that go with it. This judge, you is a real piece of work, my brother. You've been exposed. And y'all think that Fannie Willis, who's in charge of you guys, is going to be able to handle Donald Trump in that courthouse? They're doing you a favor by excusing Fannie Willis and putting somebody up there that's going to move in the direction they wanted to move in. Because y'all can't handle Donald Trump if you can't handle Young Thug. You understand? Let's stop it. And there's something else that his lawyers do that was high powered that I'm going to get into. But, let me play the rest of this, man.
Why wasn't I there?
Why, sir, I'm going to hold you in contempt if you don't tell me who this. Tell me who this information is.
I don't want to be held in contempt. Well, then answer that question. That's attorney-client privilege information. I'm not
attorney-client privilege. Unless you were in my chambers, that's the only way you can figure out.
Well, why wasn't he in your chambers, Judge?
If you don't tell me, if you don't tell me who it is, I'm going to put you. I'm going to put you in contempt because that is not attorney-client privilege.
Attorney work product privilege. I am not.
How did you get that information supposedly from my chambers? Did somebody tell you?
I'm not.
What difference it make? Is it true?
Well, I don't need it. I want to continue.
He said, I don't need it.
This is what I was told. Mr. Copeland made statements that he admitted to killing Donovan Thomas and was... Don't take my notes. No.
You see that? They took his notes, man. That's how real this is. They took the lawyer's notes and said, "You doing too good of a job. Turn those over to us." Do y'all see what is going on? And then, right, because we like to ride. I didn't ride yet. So let's ride. This is the same thing you have to understand, how we have to stand behind our people. You're sitting here attacking Diddy. They're going to get your favorite rappers. Mr. 50 Cent having a ball, laughing about this. I love the content, 50. But I don't agree with it. I got to say that. I don't agree with it. But that's just my opinion. If you agree with it, you sleep good at night. That's all that matters. But, that's borderline 50. Just keeping it 100. But you're not exempt either, Mr. 50 Cent. You're still a black man in America, regardless how much money you got, how many power, raising Canaan, and I love all of them. And when I'm done doing this video, I'm going to go watch the newest one because I love your content. But I don't agree with what you're doing. You know that's not right, 50. You know that's not right. You having fun, you're in Hollywood, and, no disrespect. It's like, 50, you forgetting where you came from. We don't go up there and tell things, publicly on social media, not even on our enemies, my brother. You see, even Suge Knight held it 100 and said he don't want Puffy to go to jail and he don't want his kids to be in any problems. Because that's what gangsters do. We don't go up there and say, lock them up. I got this video. I sold the rights to this and that, and I did this and that, and I got the whole case solved, and I sold it to Netflix for a bag. That's not cool, my brother, not from a street point of view. From a business point of view and a civilian point of view, that's okay. But yo, 50, we look at you as the man, my brother. You tore Ja Rule apart. And I love Ja Rule too, but you won that. You crushed it. You know what I mean? But right now, nobody else want to say it, but I got to say it. You're not, that's not street. And you made it the greatest saying, get rich or die trying. Get rich or die trying. Come on, dog. What part of the game is that where you go up here and you exposing another black man? If you got an issue with Diddy, you got money, take care of it. Whether it's legal or however you want to do it, you got money to do what you want to do. And people you can hire to smear them or do whatever you want to do or however else you want to take it. You got the money to do it. But why go this route, brother? That's not cool. Let me finish playing this, man, because this ain't about 50 right now.
Right behind you.
Sorry, I have a motion that I need to make outside the presence of Mr. Cole.
All right, you can make it right now. Is he out?
Let me know when you can.
Is Mr. Copeland out?
No, he's the face.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah, come on down. Don't come in the court. Come when you get your exit.
All right, so that's what's up. It's another part I want you to see. You know what I mean? That was high power. It's not in this one. Man, I can't find it. It's not in this one.
I know.
So that's enough of that crap with that judging and bull crap. But listen, right? His black lawyer, right? I don't know what his black lawyer's name is. So you rat bastards correct me. I think it might be Merchant. Who's Merchant? But, the black lawyer with the bald head. He went up there after they decided to hold Brian Steele, his partner, in contempt of court. He marched up there and he said, again, I asked for mistrial, and I'm letting you know that I side with my man and I stand with my man, lead attorney Brian Steele, and if he should be held in contempt of court, I should be too. How much more gangster can you get than that? Let's get this black ball-headed lawyer, I think it's Merchant, you rat bastards, correct me. A round of applause. A round of applause. All right, man, come on. Come on, let me finish this up. Check it out, Rob. Check it out. So this is so crazy that the black lawyer went up there and said, if you want to lock my white counterpart or my counterpart, regardless of what color he is up, you know what I mean, for contempt of court, because y'all violated our client's Georgia constitutional right by holding a secret meeting to threaten a witness to come out and testify after he openly in court, after he swore in, stated that he pleaded the fifth, and you called him in there without us present to threaten him. That's all it was, is a threat, just so you see how the government play. Do y'all see this? Do y'all understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? And my, Whip Tucker voice, Jackie Chan. But that's what's really going on. That black lawyer marched up there and said, if he's guilty, I'm guilty because I stand with him and I don't feel we should be, or don't feel we're ready to move forward with the trial without the lead attorney, and then I fill him in 2 days later on what he missed when this man is fighting for his life. That's what went on in that courtroom, And they sentenced him to 20 days. Why didn't they sentence Woody to 20 days that fast? Instead, they took Woody in the back and threatened him with 2 years or till the trial is over. So why didn't they hold Brian Steele for 2 years or until the trial is over and the 20 jurors is, dismissed? But they threatened Woody with that, knowing that Woody would fold under pressure because they already see the break. So no matter how tough he tried his internet gangster stuff, they know the real Woody. You know what I mean? Woody might have been efficient on the street. Not taking that from what he did on the street. But once you decide to sit down with the government, Woody, all bets are off. Everything you've done is wiped out. And all we will remember for the rest of eternity, not just your life, you scarred your family name by sitting down with the government. So all that you did, now it's just in your mind. Because we know in our hearts where you stand. Not disrespecting you, even though you're very disrespectful to the street, the code and honor that I gave 26 years of my life to. But right now I'm being a journalist and I'm just letting the young people know how this works so they don't feel like it's okay to go on the street and they could pull a Woody. They think they can pull a Woody. Come on, man. You try to put a Woody on the prosecutor and you got played. Come on, dog. Now, we don't see the way that played out. See if I can find something else about this crazy ass trial. This thing is getting out of hand right now. But the lawyer said straight up, I'm not going for it, and I'm not having none of that. I just love how the prosecutor, tried this crap. And when the prosecutor tried the crap, his black attorney went up there and said, man, y'all got me messed up. You know what I mean? If y'all think y'all gonna do that, you got another thing coming. But this way they lock them up, right? This way they lock them up. Hold up. Here we go. I got another part to play. All right, let me turn this up.
Conversation. You're just glossing over that. You're glossing over that in its entirety. No. It's not, sir. Sir.
This is the black lawyer talking.
That's not what happened. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. I'm just telling you, that's not what happened.
So what happened, Judge?
We are not obligated to simply accept that there's been no violation. We believe that there has been.
Okay, well then you made it. No, we're not doing that at this point in time. So you'll have a choice to make. All right, take Mr. Steele into custody, please.
That's where they locked Mr. Steele up at. Is that crazy or what? You tell me.
I deny your motion, but I'll certainly take that under advisement, sir.
All right, so that's it, man. That's about enough. Y'all understand what's going on? Let me give you a quick recap for you rat bastards that's looking for content. Brian Steele wasn't allowed to go in the room when they went back there to threaten this kid, Woody, the rat bastard, that you're already scared to go to jail. You go to jail, you're going to have problems. So either you sit in jail for 2 years, you understand, or until the trial is over, or you get your black ass out there and be the rat bastard you are. We got plenty of cheese for you to eat. What do you want, a cheeseburger? You know what I mean? And they bring him out there in prison clothes, with his handcuffs and shackles to let him know, you at our mercy, Trigger. You at our mercy. And that's how that played out. Brian Steele, a Young Thug's lawyer, went up there and said, y'all wasn't supposed to do that without me. This is what happened, and I'm asking for a mistrial. And I want to know why I wasn't present to be in the joint. You understand what I'm saying? Shot my guns went off. You know what I mean? So, you follow me? And the judge said, You're right. We did have the meeting. And you wasn't present. And you was supposed to be present. But I'm not going to tell you why I didn't call you back there until you rat out whoever gave you the information, ratting my black dumb ass out while I'm sitting on this stand thinking I got this courtroom in order to railroad this young black man. Yo, 50, Drake, Birdman, Diddy, Jay-Z, Nas, all you big money making millionaires, love your music, love what you have done while I've been gone for 26 years, but they're coming to get you. Now this is where I get a chance to make my money to report on you dudes, being that y'all didn't want to show love after I gave 26 years for the code that y'all made money for the last 26 years, saying that you honored and telling me and my comrades stories. So this is how I'm going to get my money. I'm just going to predict how they're going to bring all of y'all down, man. I don't want y'all to come down, not hoping for it. And that's why I say contact me and I'll help you. And as far as guide you on the direction they're going, because I was in the same position Young Thug is in right now, I see the way Young Thug is handling it like a G. He's sitting there the whole time like this with his extra 70 pounds, looking fit and ready to go party and work out and get that fat off. Yo, you coming home, my trigger. Young Thug, you coming home. They did way more than enough violations, but this one I know for a fact is huge. You cannot run a trial through any motions in front of the judge without the defense being present, even if you have to bring him in on a hospital bed. But he must be present, or even nowadays a Zoom. So I'm telling you here first, Young Thug is coming home. All of y'all that's down with Young Thug, know Young Thug, tell him to call me. I want to be at the party because I love the way he represented Young Thug for president of Atlanta. All right? Young Thug for president of Atlanta. Let me tap out, man. Cop the book of Raw in Harlem. And you rat bastards, follow me on Instagram so you can find some crap. And there goes my Cash App on the screen. Make sure you hit the icon and it says it was created in 2020. So you rat bastards, have a good night, and I hope you enjoyed the show, because I know my loyal supporters and followers that really want to know what went on did, and they know that, you rat bastards ain't worth crap. Alright?
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime. Fresh out the can of 26, yeah. He back on the strip, getting back in the mix. Yeah. What he mentions a gift. Bruh. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Real. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Yeah. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Real. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a raw in Uptown. They be whoring Uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend an ear. He started in Uptown, he gon' finish there. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them, cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the road men.